So, the one other thing I want to address that I found interesting.
What's that, Jack?
So listen, the face-off that they did the night before. I thought it was very strange that Dolo wasn't there, and instead he was at your spot doing Dolo Hour.
You see, I'm Southside reppin', Bigfoot steppin'. Zone 3 section, this God flow perfection. Niggas hating on the church like I ain't blessed they section. If we ain't talking money, I got a weak connection. That's on the hood. She said get a bag, so I get it, got it good. Don't complain about my problems, I just put it in a wood. Seen a genie the other day, she said nigga, make it good. So I wish for good health, then I wish to look, it's sheep, not lieutenant.
Live, rocking. Are we calling this a special episode? I think we might have to, right?
That's definitely special. When the Gold in the building. Voice of the Twin Cities in the building.
All right, so another episode of Live on Lake Street. Black Friday special. We got JAYESTATE in the building.
Yes, sir. And ma'am.
What, ma'ams and sirs. Well, welcome to the platform.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. I want to get right into the bullshit.
What's the bullshit? Let's step in it. Let's clean the shoe off. We
I
stepped
need-
in some shit. Let's clean the shoe off.
I need to know, are you or are you not responsible for getting the venue shut down for the Lil James, John Wright versus?
Man, look at me. Why the hell would I try to get somebody else shit shut down? You know? That shit got shut down just off the aura, off the energy of what's going on. Like, it's a lot of people involved with these shows. Security, management, bartenders, barbacks. You know what I'm saying? So, the owner.
Right.
So when the police or task force, probably what happened, because I got a show there this Saturday, Jada Kiss. You know, G Herbo show still is going on. I don't know why this show was going on.
So you don't know. So you're saying it wasn't you?
No, that was just, that was an antique. He was trying to pull something out of this for some shock value or something.
Because a lot of people believe that shit. I'm not gonna lie. For a minute, I was like, did he?
No, but do I think I have the power to do some stuff like that? If I was a cornball like some of these niggas, yeah, I probably could. Because like that gatekeeper thing. It was like, he a gatekeeper. It's many gatekeepers. Yeah, I'm one of them gatekeepers that could do something like that if I was one of them guys. But I'm not. I'm in my own world. I do a lot of different things. I'm Megatron in this entertainment. I DJ, I engineer, I own the top studio in the city. I'm not worried about somebody that can't touch me with a 20-foot pole because my brand on a different level. I'm a different self-efficient brand. I'm not like somebody that's trying to figure it out. I figured it out.
Why do they think that you did this?
I think it was just a joke.
Specifically, Lil James seemed convinced.
No, I don't think he was convinced. I mean, I know Lil James personally. Okay. Like half a couple of them songs he was talking about hits. Like I recorded them. Like we had a good moment when we was vibing. Like I don't have no hard feelings. He's a young man. He's from the city. Like I respect that. I just people do certain things. It's family members that get on my nerves that irritate you sometimes too. But no hard feeling. I think it was a joke, really, to be honest, because it had to be. I mean, obviously, because I'm in a mood like that, so a lot of people laughed at it and like, where'd that come from?
I mean, it was funny,
but hey, we talking about it, so it worked in some type of way, I guess. But
what do you think really did happen? You think it was a venue issue? Because they had this venue booked for months.
In all reality, on just knowing the universe, it was just one of them type shows that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the task. I mean, I heard it from the security, task force and people like, y'all show y'all want to do it, So with a venue, they could do what they want to. They can cancel your show last minute. They can try to get you your money back or wherever. Like, it's really no fight in that because if I have a building and I'm getting threats or whatever going on, I really don't know. Yeah, it was. I think it was a joke. I think he just said it like for a joke. I most definitely ain't heard nobody say a nigga like me had the show shut down. No, come on, cut it out. Like,
yeah, I don't know what your motive would be.
I don't know. Probably because I've been trolling.
Yeah, I mean, so
quick troll. It's all fun and games to me.
That's how I feel too.
It's all fun and games, but I honestly think he was joking.
Okay,
we had to be joking because it's a flat out lie. He pulled it out his ass.
Is there a history of you doing stuff like that?
No,
to make them think that?
I'm telling you, it had to be a joke. Yeah. Like, no, fuck no.
Okay.
I'm not even doing my own shows right now. I'm booked to hire me to do some promotions, marketing, holla at the studio, stadium sounds. Like, I'll be in the studio a lot. I really know these artists, so when I watch these interviews and stuff like that, be like, okay, we got to do better. It's never to tear nobody down. Everybody needs to figure out what they want to do. We ain't in competition with ourselves. We're not in competition with the next people in St. Paul, if you're in Minneapolis, or vice versa. We just got to work hard. We finally got the chance, and we finally got the light. The algorithm here is crazy now. R.I.P. George Floyd. You know, even with the Twerk Fest, like, we on Lake Street, but we made history of it. I brought the whole culture to Lake Street. Mm-hmm. I shift the whole culture. They Boosie, everybody now promoters started to bring them this way, because shout out to Maya, she had a dope venue. You know, El Rodeo, rest in peace, El Rodeo as well. But Twerk Fest, the biggest thing that ever hit Minnesota on that promo side, and I'm not thirsty to bring it back. So when I bring it back 2022, when I feel like the energy right, and then we're going to bring that 20K out.
So with Twerk Fest, that was part of...
shout out to Armel, too.
That was part of...
R.I.P. Gangs.
That's part of why I think people... Because I saw other people jump out the window and say it was you.
Okay.
And that was part of the reason, was Twerk Fest, that you were upset that they were doing the twerk contest.
First of all, nothing can make me upset.
Okay.
I'm rich as fuck. And I'm successful, and I figured it out. So, and I got a brand that's undefeated. Like, I'm Megatron. I do too much. One limb is what, you know, that's one lane. I do too much, and I'm comfortable on the road. I'm fresh out of bed. Y'all got me up like it's the Breakfast Club. Yep. But I definitely had to come and let people know that, come on, y'all know the cap is cap, but. Besides that, where that can even come in, that, you know, like I say, I started a troll where I won't even troll. I just responded tastefully. I seen the flyer. Mm-hmm. These guys be around my studio, like, you know. Shout out to Traprite, man. I did Traprite like 7 times. Probably got paid for half. Like,
what'd you do for Traprite?
DJ for the verses.
Okay.
Multiple verses. You know, so we didn't work. We've been doing business together. So I just seen the fly out of nowhere. Then I see we talked about this battle. I'm one of the ones that was when we got Lil James on the phone. Inside Chicks, I was right there too, and like, yeah, they need to get that, because the last battle with Cash a Kid, they shouldn't have did that. But was that more? As a better show? I don't know what the hell happened last night.
You didn't like the Cash the Kid John Ray battle? I thought that was the best one by far.
It was the best one by far because it was the first one. That's probably why you think that. That's probably why naturally you feel like that's the best one. That definitely wasn't the best one.
Some people might feel that way.
That wasn't the best one by far.
I personally felt like it was the closest.
Irv had the best show, the best set.
He did.
Of all the Trap Rights.
He did, but it was a stacked deck.
But still, that was the best look, feel, like, you know. But all the ones that was at Gold Room, once they left Gold Room, yeah, it was different, you know. Mar and Ant was nice because it was I did that too. I forgot about that. So, long story short, to get back to the point, I replied with, what'd I say? I'm like, y'all reaching. And I probably laughed. That was light. That was slight. But then I do certain things for a reason. So then when I go off response, even if I fake cuss you out, I'm going to see how you go act. But, you know, he came back like, however he responded, I can't remember at the time. It is early as hell. But
what about Tipsy Tuesday? You get that one shut down?
I remember Tipsy Tuesday. Shout out to my boy, man, Chief. I remember that. We used to come in. See, even like that, that's real. Like, I know him. T's place. I was over at T's place for 7 years. Like, Friday night, every Friday. I used to come get them pineapple joints. Then I just come to Tipsy Tuesdays to get Sonny to come do the pineapple joints on Friday. You know what I mean? So I always work. I'm a team player. I'm probably the biggest team player around.
So
like,
you did not get a shutdown?
No, I didn't. No.
Maybe?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Because I know your shit had some incidents, and their shit did not. And their shit got shut down.
But you know how anything go, it's relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been there 7 years. So, I don't know. I don't be in other people's business.
Okay.
I was there 7 years, and I brought Twerkfest there for 2 years.
Just the acknowledgement that you have the power to get shit shut down. I wonder, why? How do you know that?
What you think? Because how I deal. So if you when I'm doing this, like I said, I ain't been a promoter this year for a reason.
Yeah.
Because it's all messed up. It's all tangled up. I'm all over the place. I poorhouse, go room, everywhere. You know, once I got back off the road with Kevin Hart, when this production company took me to Cincinnati, like 6 years ago, probably 6, 7 years ago, when I got back, I came with a different plan. That man told me to diversify my brand. That's how he did it. Because I Will Ferrell, one of my favorite white comedians of all time. So I propped him on, Will Ferrell. You got to move with Will Ferrell. That's dope. Give me a quick advice.
I love that movie.
While we talking, I'm hosting the show. I'm DJing the show, hosting the show. And he's, walk through, host, quick, whatever, So I asked for my quick advice while he waiting on people to line up for the pictures. He said, diversify your brand. So I came back with a vengeance to turn up. That's when I started Stadium Sounds, silently.
So Stadium Sounds was sort of inspired by Kevin Hart?
No, not at all. Stadium Sounds was inspired by the fact that it's a lot of sounds in stadiums. And I got a penthouse, and the studio is right by the stadium. So when they first built the stadium, I'm building this idea of reconditioning the market in a way that I know how by being in the field. I didn't go to college for this.
Yeah.
Jack, you know what I'm saying? My first meeting with the lady was for financial aid. She told me just get for this type of field, get in the field and figure it out. And I did that, So shout out to her. I don't know who she is. Minnesota School of Business ain't here no more. But hey, you know who you are.
Let's have this gatekeeper conversation. Because I've been hearing about, like I've been immersed in the culture here for about 7+ years.
Okay.
And from the very beginning, that conversation has existed about gatekeepers.
So what do you think of a gatekeeper, Jack?
I don't.
Your eyes.
I know that the idea of a gatekeeper exists, but I don't get.
It's multiples.
Right.
Just put S on that. It's gatekeepers.
But how?
Let's call them executives. That's really what gatekeepers is. It's
how
like
about this? In your eyes, who are the gatekeepers here?
Anybody that's currently doing it and been doing it for 7+ years is like credit, like they say.
Yeah.
Like if you 7+ years in and you got your own thing going, you a gatekeeper. If you an executive, you a gatekeeper. If you a club owner, you a gatekeeper. If you head security, you a gatekeeper. If you have any type of authority over something else, you a gatekeeper. It might not, your key might work over here. Your key might not work over there. But it worked, man. That's just how it go.
Am I a gatekeeper?
Shout out to the Godfather, a.k.a. the Block Boss. He's definitely a gatekeeper. That's even when that Kevin Hart thing, that came through his pipeline. You know, he gave the most opportunities out of anybody in this city. Then you get Minnesota Fats as a gatekeeper.
Okay.
He got so many pulls and connections. Varmer's a gatekeeper. It's a lot of different people.
And you call yourself a gatekeeper as well?
Most definitely.
Okay.
I'm the mixtape king. I'm a voice of the Twin Cities. I did a lot. Not just on the mixtape side. I'm a producer. I got a song with Duck called Lean on my last album. That's at 6-7 million streams. I'm just moving in a lot of different.
It's got a different name on. It's got a different name on your album, right? It's called Lean on his album.
They call it Lean on his YouTube, but I try to throw a curveball, knuckleball in there on some marketing, so I named it Exotic Pop.
Exotic Pop. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So we ain't here for my opinions. We're here for yours. What does it mean to be a gatekeeper? What are the gates that are being kept? And why?
It's not really. I don't look at it that point of view. You know, like as far as what's being kept, like gatekeepers meaning like Like if you want to get your music played or something like that, how we forming this new DJ pool. DJ pools ain't been around, but I'm coming from the mixtape era, you know. We can get your songs played in the club. Mind you, the second troll, the hop back and skip back, was John Ray Go Win. Because the DJs don't play the other dude. So I was respectfully trying to do that because I know how people is. I ain't want to tag and I ain't want to start the uproar. But it started on its own. So, you know.
So ultimately it's by being a gatekeeper, if you don't like somebody, you can stop them from doing shit.
I mean, if you burn any bridge, you can't walk across that bridge.
So what if that person that burnt that bridge is the most talented person
like,
we have here?
Like, bro, when I said I got probably close to 20, 30, 50 records with Little James, I'm not coming from a biased spot when I say to anybody. James is one of the top artists. You see how he came last night?
I did.
Like, you know, he came with it. That's
I mean,
how
I kind of saw.
That's how you kind of saw. But before all the glitches and the and all that, that's how you come. And that's what I stand for. I stand for that. But your personable, that's what artist development is for. Like, your personal got to be together. Like, you can't be doing this type stuff, you know, and you act like you stand for this. For any artist, it's not singling no one out. Never sing no one out. I'm not that, you know. It's for general, for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, people tends to do certain things and be another person when they rap, or try to create a character to channel from, to create. Period. You know, music, art, whatever.
Were you able to watch the verses last night?
I was at Gold Room. Shout out to DJ Twin in the Bill and Hamza. We had a listening party for Prince Williams.
Okay.
Well, he said that was his brother, right?
Shout out to P. Will.
You know.
Yeah.
So we had a listening party for him. So I went and DJ his set.
So you didn't get to really view it at all? Did you see any of it?
I seen a little bit enough to comment like whenever I did. Like if I was watching, I would have been all through that.
What were your thoughts? Whose basement was that? Do you know?
Shout out to Area 26. That's my boy. Shout out to Q. Like, see, we tapped in all the way. See, this is a difference between a mega tribe and a regular civilian or whatever. Like, man, I know people, mamas, daddies, uncles, exes, currents. Like, come on, man. Bathroom attendants, whatever. So, I forgot the question, but yeah.
What are your thoughts on? Well, it was a two-part question. One, whose basement was that? And two.
Okay, yeah.
And two.
Did I watch it?
What did you think from what you saw? What did you think?
I liked it. It felt like it was getting back to the old feel of how the verses was. James came with it. You know, it just like he one of the ones I wish I could have got around where I could just instill. Bro, you don't got to be around 20, 30 dudes. Like, you know.
Do you think Floyd dropped him?
No, he's not. No, I don't think Floyd dropped him.
The only reason I ask is because I have never seen him around here so much. Like, actually here.
See, that's one of the things. And I'm going to say that just because we on a platform. That's one of the things people around you, them that love him, that got love for him. I still got, you know, love for anybody that...
I met him one time, and I fucking love Lil James.
Yeah, he got a good spirit. He's a genuine dude, but it's just the extra stuff. So back to what I was finna say is like coming back to the city. Like no, you gotta build. Come back to the city. Yes, because we need Prince Krishan to come back to the city and save the city real quick. 30 times platinum, all that. We need the structure form of here's a song from this person. Shout out to Prince Williams. He got a pen game out this world. I heard a couple of records that they linking, like not saying people like him not tapped in, but we need to come build an infrastructure and really get it moving, especially when it's people like JAYESTATE and AK. And that's what was our problem for last 10. We 10 years behind. Let's just put that on the table. We 10 years behind, but before a lot of people left Minnesota because they didn't have nothing going on in Minnesota. They had a little bit going on, but people wasn't breaking through how they want to. I never really left Minnesota. Like I never really took my brand and went different places, but a lot of people did. All our executives is in the industry. I found out that's from Minnesota. Like y'all got a nice. We can have some type of alliance to really take over a region like Minnesota. But now we got the look. Now George Floyd brought all this energy, all the looks to Minneapolis. Stuff is changing. Shout out to hood choirs too, Mac Turner, you know, Prince Riley, Huncho.
Is P. Will part of the hood choir?
Yes,
he is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and P. Will, you know.
Yeah.
They album gonna be fire. Album gonna be crazy. Shout out to Tay Supremes and everybody that's going crazy. There's a lot of elite people that just need the looks, that just need the proper structure. So people like me or young OGs like me is try to instill and lead by example. That's why I lead by example. That's why I got albums. That's why I got businesses and being an entrepreneur and even like my DJ. Like shout out to all my DJs, Ferno, Vance, Twin, like I said earlier, and Cam Bennett's and everybody. Like we all got a role to play. Polo and everybody that I'm gonna get a chance to have a one-on-one with, because you know I do have personal relationship with everyone. We just need to tap it in and break these artist songs once a week. So
Yeah,
I got a platform. I got a platform. I'm just started called Views of the Penthouse.
Yeah.
Views from the Penthouse. Excuse me. That I want people that you can rent if you want to come do your podcast or whatever. But I want people to be open and honest and looking over their city while they talking about this, because it brings chills. I got chills right now, you know.
Yeah.
We got what it takes to take over the world, I feel. Look at Prince. Look what Prince did. Mint Condition. Like, it's a lot of people. Like, shout out to Perfect Noise too. Yemi, like he's one of my favorite producers. We used to work on an assembly line like this, talking about like, boy, we finna,
Yeah.
you know. I ain't worked in 10 years because I put my now these Gucci though, but I put my Air Forces to the payment and made sure that I ABC'd it. You know, create the product, get the product, market the product. You know what I'm saying? So package it up the right way, get it to the people at the masses, and even with even with the billboards. I don't know if you know, I ain't pull up in that, but with the billboards, I've been doing the billboards since I did Soundset. I had an opportunity to DJ Soundset, Zen Band. Shout out to the Zen Band. The whole day of the last Soundset. So that was the first debut of my promo truck, which is the loudest truck in the state of Minnesota. I'm going to just go beyond that. Like, you know, I call it Big Buford. But it's the Stadium Sounds promo truck with the albums and QRC codes of Bands Up Dip, Crisis Fresh, Eddie White, Prince Williams, and myself, JAYESTATE. Cause why? I'm not selfish. I want to. We all one. We all the unit. Shout out to Panamera Poochie. You know, I'm finna revamp it, and that's how I'm coming. You know, right now. So
I heard your shit was on the side of a bus. Is that what it is?
It's a U-Haul.
U-Haul.
And we got multiple ones.
That's dope.
You know, and I've been doing that for 2 years silently. So the data that I got and the data I collect. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So knowing where our rhythm at in the world right now, a lot of artists gonna be popping this year.
2022. It's gonna be a big year. And I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, I felt like that for a long time, but there's a different feel right now. It feels different.
Especially with platforms like this.
Thank you for saying it, because I was gonna say it.
This is a great platform, like, you know, already. And it's in the beginning, you know. But grow, you know, even with last night, all jokes aside, like, 'cause I don't want to tear down no business, no black man at all. You just got to let people know when they doing wrong or doing some weird, corny shit, you know?
Yeah, if it was Target, we'd have done the same shit.
If all the stuff was aligned for that to work last night, it would have worked.
I mean,
it would have worked. But
you could argue that it did kind of work.
It didn't work because
it was messy.
No, because it's a backlash. Like, I trolled today. Like, even like you know, I got a sense of humor. I love people's sense of humor. That's how I don't be mad at people and angry, or I'm a defensive player. Like, I'm not calling myself a gangster and doing all that. Like, you know, I just like I remember before I was thinking like I just wanted Lil James to be because he had the end, and I want him to be dope. I want him to have that mind state that I still into my little cousin Prince William. Shout out to Dolo, Mr. Get a Pop. See, my family tree kind of different, you know, and it was close. There was brothers. So I wanted to get close to him because my name is actually James. So I'm like, yeah, okay. They got a boxing because I was introduced to him from Veil Promotions. And the first thing I ever seen was when he dissed John Ray. That's the first thing he showed me. We was throwing shows at Aqua. R.I.P. to Aqua too. But we was doing shows at Aqua, and he showed me. That's the first thing. I'm like, and if I get to that kid, I'm gonna definitely make sure he wanted because I've been doing this a long time. So we selling CDs for $1, street radio, like, you know, Mixtape King. The Voice of the Twin Cities came from that. And I don't know if you remember, like, all them concerts, Prives, Karmas, all that was my voice. I was doing the voiceovers, and I was doing the mixtapes before. I was hosting all the concerts.
I guess I didn't ever think of that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know my resume like that. So from the radio to all the publications, because I was producing the actual voiceovers for multiple concerts, the list is too long, you know. So that's where that Voice of the Twin Cities come from. That's why people don't argue that. Nobody. The gatekeepers don't argue.
That's a good transition. That was my next question. Is what does that mean? Being a voice of the Twin Cities, but you kind of just explained it.
Yeah, that's most definitely where it came from. And now, and then even on my albums, and transition from mixtapes to album, because I was in the download phase day, so when I'm posting all these mixtapes, it's getting flagged. I'm like, come on, bro. You know, so once it started getting flagged, I got up out that way. So now I'm producing it, and, you know, I'm an engineer by day, Bookers, Stadium Sounds. I'm like, okay, I'm going to step away from the hosting, but I'm going to come back when it's time. When I created Twerk Fest, it was idea. I thought it would work. I had a show in Germany with Crisis Fresh. It happened. Like, I'm blessed. I'm too blessed. Like, nothing bad happens to me. Like, you know, I'm shielded. I'm covered. Like, really, you know. Not even a knock on wood, because I'm blessed. I know myself. I'm sure. You feel me? So just like we conversing right now, like, I know what's finna happen after this. I'm 100 laps ahead. You feel me?
Yeah. So the one other thing I want to address that I found interesting.
What's that, Jack?
So listen, the face-off that they did the night before. I thought it was very strange that Dolo wasn't there, and instead he was at your spot doing Dolo Hour.
Yeah, because every Dolo Hour is at the studio, and plus it's just like we're seasoned brands. We're seasoned. Yeah. Dolo's a gatekeeper too. Don't get it twisted. Dolo, Mr. Get It Poppin', is a gatekeeper because he's hosting everything he's doing. Like, you know.
Yeah.
That's what we consider gatekeepers.
Yep.
Because it's like I got somebody on the Jadakiss show. Relationships is where everything lies. I'm like, he like, who's this person? Because, you know, people name drop. You know, we in name drop stages. Not saying they name drop just to be cool or whatever, but, you know, it's factual. So they said, he called me like, what you think about? That's where that gatekeeper thing will come in, at where it'd be like, it's cool, but I'm pure. So my heart pure, so it's going to only be facts or whatever. Or my opinion, it's my opinion. But when people value your opinion, hey, so, you know, shout out to them.
Who's the top 5 artists in the cities right now?
From what angle? From the streets. It's backpack way.
Well, so my preference,
Singers.
I don't want to know who the best at rapping are. I want to know who the 5 that you could see easily getting snatched up by a label, by somebody in the industry, and put.
Well, Prince Williams got about 10 deals on the table.
Okay.
No exaggeration.
Yep.
Javante Patton.
He doesn't get mentioned enough.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? For sure. We tied in. That's my pastor now. Pastor. Lil James can go in there too for sure.
Mm-hmm. But he's already kind of there, right? I mean,
He's not there. That's why it feel like he's just doing the tornado thing. I don't know. He's not there because when you there, you're comfortable.
That's
Nothing
true.
gets you mad. You unbothered. Like you want to lie and post, But it's for a show. It's entertainment. People forget that this is entertainment.
Facts. I agree.
Like that's why I don't get offended. Like please don't get me construed. Like I'm not angry at nothing. That's why I troll back. Let me see. Bands Up Dip, of course.
Yeah.
Like people better stop playing with that boy. He's the Jeezy of North Minneapolis.
It's a good comparison.
Ain't nobody even making music as quick as him. Like Lil Jon, like we was making all that music, it'd take him 3 hours to do a song. 2, on a good side. Yep. Not saying he can't catch a melody quick, but it just, it's too much going on. Mm-hmm. It's people in the studio, it's whatever. But Dip do a song in 7 minutes and it'd be glass, and he'd be like, dang, he walked. Most of the music, and he don't write no music, so he one of them. So what we at, 4?
Yep. That's a really solid 4
so
too.
My five, I'm leave it open for all the talent that I just heard on Dolo Hour. Like Dolo Hour became a platform well deserved. That's why I can only stay on my family members. Like,
Yeah.
You need to turn your goat up
and
let people know modestly, tastefully. But people gotta stop playing like when that's why I want to do interviews now. People stop playing with the GOAT, man. I'm Megatron, do too much. And I did a lot people don't know, just like you said about the commercials. I got hundreds and hundreds of commercials for years and years if I've been doing that, as a voiceover. So when I used to when I first started giving out CDs and breaking artists, I had the mixtapes. So the mixtapes got the promoters that want me to do their commercials, and that mixtapes got me in the clubs, and then that got me on the radio. KMOJ, shout out to KMOJ. And I'm just figuring all this out. Like I've been self-efficient since back in the day. So now it's a difference. Now that like Dolo got like Dolo Hour, submit your music, and I heard so many people that I never heard before.
Facts. Same.
PCG
Boots. Yeah.
Is my little partner. That's Armel little brother. So he was coming around, getting in the studio early Twerk Fest days. Armel was my partner on Twerk Fest. We cooked. I got it together, but Armel made me really do that. Like, help me with this. Let's create something. Okay, but if they fly with this, boom, and then the stars align. Because like I say, I'm blessed. Stars in line all the time. So it happened and we made it happen. But anyway, PCG Boots, he's on the albums too as well. My album, A Tale of Two Cities, on iTunes, Spotify, everywhere. I got a new album. Did you listen to the music? What you do? Did you listen to the albums?
I've listened to your albums, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you feel about
We're not here for my opinions.
Okay, we're going to have to get you on the views.
That's why I'm saying this is a different podcast.
This
ain't the Wiseman Show.
But, and then I got an album out right now called Clubhouse, with a single called Cold Summer with Jay Chevelle. He should be signed to Adrian Peterson. And
now he's a Millie, right? Okay.
So it's
I'm not gonna lie, Jay Chevelle was gonna be one of our first guests and he burnt us.
He did?
Yeah.
He ready. I mean, you got it. You don't do stuff for no reason, Jack. You wait till the opportunity present itself. You wait to he's been going through a lot. As well, he's traveling. Like, he's in L.A.
Yeah.
Jack. So, how he burned? Man, tell me the story. How he burned you?
We had him booked. He was here. He was ready.
Here?
He hit me.
What
Said, I want to come do the show.
And what happened? He stopped answering?
He was a no call, no show, and then he said, I don't want to put his business out there like that.
Okay.
But
I'm going to ask him. I'm going to call him when I leave. But we going to get him on here. Because
it's tough. It's tough when shit like that happens because
y'all try to be like that on the Wiseman, Jack.
It's that no call, no show.
Man,
I no call, no showed everybody. It wasn't just you. It was the whole damn city.
Okay, Jack, you can't be doing that with the gatekeepers and shit, Jack. You can't be doing that with certain people, Jack.
There wasn't nowhere to put you.
It was. You supposed to put me on expeditionally. Don't wait till it's a little issue to be like, okay, you know what I'm saying, to put it up. But Everybody works different.
No, I'm saying
the
show.
You know, it just clicked in my head when you said that about him. That's why I said that. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I was dropping the album, and y'all like, we'll get you on there, and I missed the date, and I'm like, okay, give me on. Oh, we booked, and we were like, y'all don't. That what you don't do. You don't act like that when niggas like me. You like, okay, let me fit you in. You don't be like, oh, we gonna fit you in, but then you got all these other insufficient artists. Everybody got these handout ass artists.
Hold
man.
on, like who? Who'd we put on?
No, ain't like I don't know because I didn't watch it all, but it just was a lot of. I know what I'm talking about. People feel me when I'm saying they get it.
I know what you're saying. I guess what I'm saying is there wasn't a platform to put you on. The platform died.
But at the time, it didn't die, Jack. We talking about. I can show you the messages. Like the time, it was. I was finna release that album, and I told you I was finna release the album. Like, come on, ooh, I missed it. It was my birthday too, Jack. I released all my albums on my birthday, January 20th. I'm a real goat. I'm a Capricorn mixed with a little Aquarius.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there was no show after January 1st.
But okay.
Episodes might have come out because we had pre-recorded them, but there was, January 1st, it was dead. It died. I can tell you why off the mic. I've explained it before, but.
No, you ain't got it.
And it wasn't no little shit. It was big shit.
Yeah, but it still happened.
It did still happen. But it wasn't personal. It was not personal.
Yeah, I know. I don't take nothing. See, I don't take nothing personal. And back in the day, I used to, and that's what turned me into a 8. You know what I'm saying? Because I swipped it. It's not just my first mixtape. It's not just business. It's personal.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it becomes personal. Your personal life is always affected with this.
Right.
With your business. Every time.
But like you said, you're blessed, and the stars aligned.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to happen because this was supposed to happen. Yeah, we were waiting. So, here's a good question for you.
Yes, sir.
Because I know your opinion on this is going to matter. I need your DJ Rushmore, the Mount Rushmore of Minnesota DJs.
Oh, y'all goofy asses gonna not put JAYESTATE. But now you know. But how you not put a nigga like JAYESTATE? I record half of these.
Hey, that's our social media team.
I DJ like. Yeah, I mean, but fuck the social media. Fuck social media when they don't know though.
That was Livy on Lake Street. I don't know if you heard about it.
Nah, but DJ Inferno.
Okay. Are you saying
DJ
so? You're saying you and Inferno is 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
DJ Advance, DJ Youngstar.
That's it.
And now I'm finna be DJ Twin.
So DJ Twin, you're gonna have to chisel somebody out?
No, I'm putting DJ Twin in there.
Okay.
Because that's gonna be.
You can't have 5.
You said I was only 4.
There's only room for 4. Rushmore's only 4.
Okay, well, yeah. Do I say yeah? It's too many of us. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take Youngstar out, and I'm gonna fill that spot for everybody else. That's one big picture. That last spot is unorthodox because it's just everybody in that one spot.
I like your first answer. That's too politically correct.
Nah.
We're going with the first
It
answer.
ain't being politically correct. It's recondition the market, recondition their minds and how to really think. Like, there's no competition when you really doing what you got to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't like how people be putting. That's why I don't do competition. That's why I'm not quick to even to capitalize even on having a studio and doing shows for the studio. Shout out to Afton and all the artists that come through Afton. Like, I run Afton too from Minnesota. People don't know that. Like, I've been doing that for 4-5 years. It's a lot of stuff going on that need to be refixed, and
destroy and rebuild.
Yes.
Yes.
So now I feel like the energy's been cleansed in the city, and we need to do it better. So when we're doing this media with the artists, we just gotta make sure they get it. It's all fun and games. It's good hooping. I used to be a hooper, where I used to talk shit on the court and didn't mean nothing by it, but. When you got passion, when you got strong passion, it wear on your sleeve like the Versace. It's on your sleeve, like for sure, So
can we? I want to circle back to one thing: the gatekeeper situation. Do you recall the situation between Southside Chief and PNB Rock? And so, were you immersed in that? Like, were you involved? Were you watching the whole saga?
No, but I was proud of my my black brother. You know what I'm saying? I know where he came from.
Yeah.
Like, he been shooting videos since 2012, so he's a gatekeeper as well. See, okay, you see
Southside Chief is a gatekeeper?
Yes, most
Oh,
definitely.
shit.
Southside
That's
Chief
breaking news.
is a gatekeeper. And he stamped it with this. I don't know whatever, but when I see this, I see South. You know how I knew it was Chief? I'm gonna tell you how I knew it was Chief.
Oh, shit.
Behind this, because I work a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I can't see everything, but this is obviously new in his work, you know, because the way of the imaging of the whole podcast.
Yeah.
And the style. Before I even heard the intro with the song and all that, I didn't even know it was intro. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just the imaging, because he had the, what was the TV show? What was that TV
You
show?
talking about
Love
Hip
and Hip
Hop?
Hop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lust and Hip Hop.
Lust and Hip Hop.
Yep.
You know? So even like that, like I might have to get him on the phone and have him bring that back real quick as a.
Is Cam Bennett a gatekeeper? That's my question. Because his utter refusal to even get involved in that when he could have really brought that attention to that situation up.
You said Cam Jones, right?
Cam Bennett.
Cam Bennett. Oh yeah, most definitely. He's a gatekeeper too. He's not young.
So are you aware that in that situation that Cam actually suppressed Chief? Like actually told labels he's not the guy. Stay away.
No,
because that to me,
that's my little bro.
Mm-hmm.
In his defense, everybody's in their own world.
Yeah, and
like I said, what I just say, he's a gatekeeper stamp now.
Mm-hmm.
Because a little bit that shit with what's called was a little corny too, but it took it far, so I was proud regardless. I'm riding with my people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because facts is facts. Mm-hmm. People scared of facts, and that's why, you know, you will see what people act when you say facts. Like, you an alcoholic. I ain't no alcoholic. Hit a bottle. Like, come on, man. You know, people. This is people reaction. Yeah. But now he's a gatekeeper because of the platform. Before, he really didn't have a platform. He was the key player. Yeah. So when you a player, you just a player. You're not the coach. You got your own stuff going on, but it's not like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always been around. I don't drink. I ain't have nothing to drink since like 6 years. Because I wanted to stay rich and I wanted to stay rich in mind. Because rich is not just money. It's not tangible. Rich is thinking. Mind, body, soul, spirit. Rich. Like rich love for real. Shout out to Prince William. He got a new record just called Prince Will. Will got a song called Rich Love that highlight a lot of people in our community. It's like our We Are the World of the hood. Yeah. You know, so
I listened to it. I gotta listen.
So now that he's in this lane, he's a gatekeeper. Before he wasn't in his defense. Cam Bennett got it on lock. Like, you know, he been on the data side because it's bigger than what you think or somebody else think. Yeah. Data numbers don't lie. Yeah.
The only reason I asked specifically about that is because I felt like
know what happened
in that situation. I think if Cam would have got involved and kind of helped push this up, man, we might already the whole situation between Chief and PNB Rock.
What you mean? What you mean by pushing it up, man?
Sharing the situation, bringing light to it, bringing.
No, that was his own fight. That's like I was a one-on-one fight. We don't jump people. You know.
I don't want him to jump.
Fight. It's a one-on-one fight. Right. You and this, like I said, he was a soldier.
All right.
Fighting and for truth.
Yeah.
You stole my stuff, bruh. You know.
Yeah. People
don't have to agree with how people deal with certain things.
Yeah.
People don't have to agree with Lil James why he just bold-faced ass lied, pulled that out. You know. Maybe because I was trolling, he just reacted like, "Oh, okay." Obviously, we know that wasn't true, you know, for the record. And it's just stages, man. Proper timing, man. Yeah. Like he couldn't have helped nothing. Like I shared everything.
But he chose to hurt it instead. That was
why would he say? What happened? I'm not.
He just told he told labels no.
What label?
Chief? Labels.
How do you know for sure?
Because I know.
How do you know for sure?
Because I know.
Okay. So even if he did,
it's one of those moments where I don't want to burn a bridge.
Okay.
But I know.
So even if he did, that's his opinion.
Yeah.
You know, that's his point of view.
Yeah.
That's why I want to start a podcast, Views from the Penthouse, because everybody got their own point of view. Mm-hmm. But facts is facts. you know. And when if he was in there like, nah, I don't fuck with him, he probably wasn't. That was his opinion. He felt like he wasn't ready, and then who knows how certain stuff plays out, you know? Who knows?
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong about that.
You know, but you like where I got to this space where I'm comfortable. I keep a smile on my face. I keep my sense of humor going. That's why I perform, whether it's 10 people in the building, whether it's 10,000 people in the building. I feel like people don't know no better. You know, when you're not taught something, how do you know?
Yeah.
So for the market, for most people, I just put them in that category. They don't know no better. God with you, I still open doors, hold doors, and, you know, I still do certain things because, and I see people, and I always give my opinion. That's what I wanted to make sure 2022 that my point of view is out here heard so we can get these young brothers under wraps. Like, why are we beefing? Why are we trying to fight? Why are we going back and forth over nothing, you know? Yeah. We got to get the city right. I'm for the community, man.
This is why I ask questions like this. It's about, for me, it's not about, like, I know that it looks like I'm instigating, but the truth is it's more about accountability. So, like, when someone that has a key, is a gatekeeper, and does something like shut some shit down.
On your way, Jack.
You know what I mean?
We gotta earn you. We gotta straighten you out a little bit, but you're on your way, Jack.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just think accountability is important.
Yeah.
In order to destroy and rebuild, we got to get shit out on the table first. Because these issues exist, right? Without us highlighting it, the issues exist.
But it's how, like I said, the reaction is how you deal with it. So somebody got to coach people how to deal with certain things. Like people can think somebody cocky. People think I'm cocky, whatever. No, I just believe in myself. I put myself on a different tier. Yeah. I'm on a different tier up here, and I still got generations under me, and I still got people I used to look up to up there. Mm-hmm. So I'm still in the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of generations that I deal with. I just want to make sure our community is all right, the urban community. Yeah. And like I said, when I said Push Krishan, come save it, I know what I'm talking about on the executive side. It's too many crews we can get a single deal. Now we can change somebody's life over here. Single deal over here. All right. And like, it's a lot going on that we can mass produce. You know? I don't know.
I'm cool with gatekeepers. I just want the gatekeepers to do the right things with the keys. And I'm not even saying that they're not. I'm not saying that they're not.
Right. Most definitely.
Guys like AK clearly are. Fats clearly.
Me.
You. Okay.
You know.
You've convinced me of that. Not that I was against it before, but.
If anything, Jack, I'm pure. 100 like a virgin. You feel me? Yeah. Like, I don't do nothing malicious. Like I just told you, my family tree, like, even when I was one downtown DJing, my little cousin Dolo got it on lock, passed the baton. Boom. Do what you do. You know? Whatever. Prince Williams. We didn't have a studio when I was your age. Here goes some keys. Work. Just work like how I say you should work. Mm-hmm. And, you know, if you value my opinion. But regardless who it is, not just that my little cousin, I'm gonna lead by example. Like I got dollar CDs like in the streets. Like I'm a hand in hand combat type man, you know? Yeah. That's why I don't do nothing illegal. Because I figured it out where I could bottle myself up and make some money off myself. I sell myself, no prostitution.
Well, man, this has been fun, but most of all insightful. And
Jack gotta go. So
and I appreciate your time. But before
I got some more to talk about. Well, we might need a part 2.
We can always do that. But we want to make sure that the retention rate is here. So look into this camera and tell them what you got going on.
JAYESTATE, voice of the Twin Cities. I got a lot going on. Just stay tuned in.
Where can they find you at?
Everywhere. Stay tuned in. Google. But go listen to my album, A Tale of Two Cities. It's featuring young our FBG Duck, R.I.P. It's a song on there called Zalek Pop. It's at 6 million streams. It got me in my million clubs. Shout out to YouTube for all the money that I made off YouTube. Shout out to Organic. He's one of the Mr. Organic. He's definitely one of the most inspirational brands
for sure
on the planet. Mm-hmm. But somebody that I know that really, you know, took it to the next. Steph Wees, everybody like. John Ray, when I said John Ray is like the biggest artist in Minnesota saying this. Like, I didn't like how he performed last night. And, you know, I'm always on John Ray ass. Like, I've been on John Ray before he was rapping. Like, come on now. Like, it's a lot of different things and relationships I have with these people that nobody, even you, Jack, that can have conversations with these people. You know, so I didn't like how he performed last night, but if I go to a club and they play John Ray songs, the whole club go sing that.
That's a fact.
You know. Was I being disrespectful when I said they don't play the I said the other dude because I didn't want to tag it and make it or something, but it made its way in there anyway. Lil James, it's not like I didn't play Lil James with the club. I was advocating to get his stuff going because I'm one of them DJs. That's why I got my position as a DJ, because I'm breaking music. I probably broke the most music in Minnesota period ever in life, from mixtapes to the club, in my opinion. But it's the energy, the aura he carry around himself that got people like, I don't want to deal with that. Hell no.
I want to deal with that. I like that shit. I love it.
Yeah.
So
you want to deal with? You said you want to deal with it?
Yeah, I like that shit.
No, you wouldn't want to deal with that if you were business and you like, oh, I don't want to deal with that. if it was cool, and like
depends on what business. This
yeah,
business, I want to deal with that.
We know you white. I'm gonna call you vanilla, but I don't know if you one of the guys yet, but the white community and the suburbans don't like us urban guys, so we had to operate in a certain manner to disarm these type people. Right. So it's not like trying to tell a grown man what to do, because like, for me, like, I'm in a different bracket, you know what I'm saying, as far as age. So I always breathe on the youth, you know. Like, you gotta just be well mannered, and you can't be well mannered and then come and poke your chest out. I poke my chest out, but I also work with everybody. Like I said, I also know these people. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Let's wrap this thing, because I want to make sure people. Cool. I want to make sure people watch. But man, again, I appreciate your time. Everybody, go follow JAYESTATE at JAYESTATE everywhere. Go listen to the albums.
Google, you hear me? The
Google
voice of the Twin Cities.
One word, right? JAYESTATE.
JAYESTATE. Yeah, I had to. Yeah, was that you I was talking to?
Nah.
Okay. Well, you know what was happening.
What
is this dash between my name?
That's Livion, bro.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to talk to Livion.
And that's it. Got real estate. We for the real estate. Take this over real quick.
Word. That's it, man. Another episode of Live on Lake Street. I'm Jake Faircloth. Follow me at Jake Faircloth1 everywhere. We're out.
Damn, what in high school I let it blam, what I wasn't playing, what I'm coming straight out the south. Hey, genius, best watch your mouth. When I put up on P&B Rock, that nigga ain't even come out. You moving ounces, I just moved 100 things in a drought. You want the south side, outside the fence of your house. You talking all that shit and then wanna come talk it out. Bitch, if you ain't talking money, fuck